This word is for the broken places in you. Lean closer, my little youngster. I am speaking to you now as someone who understands the precise shape of your heart, not as a voice on the wind or as a dogma to be learned. I am aware of your sleeps, little creaks, the precise moment at which every anxiety tugs at you, the locations where hope still exists, and the ones where it hardly exists at all. I'm closer than your next breath. Hear me, I haven't taken a step back. I haven't turned away. Every peaceful morning and every tense hour, I am walking by you. You have borne responsibilities that are too great for you to bear, alone such as the weight of overdue debts, the strain of work-related expectations, the pain of fragile relationships, and the sting of previous setbacks. You felt torn, but you attempted to seem whole. I've been affected by that very honesty, that rawness in your spirit, the plain fact of your heart, when you acknowledge that you are tired, is what I cherish most, not your seeming steadiness. Give me those burdens, put them down. You will see that I am asking for your faith, rather than your perfection, once you put them in my hands. Let me put it this way, I want to repair you. And nothing matters more to me than your money, reputation worries, or night terrors. I guarantee presents. But I do not offer a fairy tale without challenges. I'll lead the visible changes and the actual actions. I'll unlock doors for you that you were unaware existed. I will breathe supply where there is a need, and provide clarification where there is misunderstanding. Miracles are a part of my daily care. They are not only for the stage. When they come, watch for them. Expect them and say thank you. When you see others moving ahead and your feet feel like they're stuck in mud, there are times when your mind will convince you that you've been forgotten. Such notions are fear-based falsehoods. I have been constructing in secret locations. On your behalf, I have been shrewdly setting up meetings, urging the appropriate individuals and softening hearts. Refinement could be what you perceive as a delay. You can be preparing for your next jump with what you label as failure. Maintain your trust. Faith is the steady hand that opens to mine and won't let go. It's not a magic wand. I am aware of the strategies used by the adversary, which include isolating you to make your pain worse, embarrassing you into silence, and making you ignorant to the possibilities that are just outside your door. These are not finalities. They are methods to look after you. I send my angels. You should anticipate their invisible presence in your life both tonight and tomorrow. They stand on each side of the doors you are going through. They convey hints of support and useful assistance. Don't be shocked when a stranger becomes your buddy at the perfect time, when you get an unexpected check, or when you suddenly have clarity, as if a curtain has been removed. Angels are sent on missions, and one of those missions is to relieve you of your troubles. Don't let success scare you. Some people are afraid of the light because they think it may endanger their safety or turn them into a target. But I'll make sure you're safe. To help you stay grounded when the adulation arrives, I will teach you to be humble in the face of success. I'll shield your hands from clutching and your heart from arrogance. When properly managed, prosperity is a tool, not a sin. I'll give you the discernment to manage the plenty, to give to others without losing yourself, and to wield influence with a kind of delicate power, instead of only being motivated by comfort or self-defense. Let your motivation be love and service. My child, walk boldly in faith and love. With your super Thanksgiving $5, let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the super Thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace. Now, and listen to this message further. Don't erect barriers of independence. When stress hits like a torrential downpour, bring me those storms. I'll teach you how to breathe in a new rhythm, one of surrender and faith. Spend some time sitting with me. Master the art of silence. Your body wasn't made to carry anxiousness around all the time. A spiritual discipline is rest. You make room for my voice to rearrange your priorities. While you sleep, I'll provide you tactics via straightforward compliance, including calling a helpful person, cutting a budget with insight, or breaking bad habits. These are practical marvels of stable existence, not trivial matters. Although fear is a nosy neighbor, it does not accurately reflect your true self. I have designated you as set aside, cherished, and chosen. I purposely increase your ability. While fear will strive to make you smaller, I respond by saying I am with you. When fear tells you you are alone, when fear tells you you will fail, I remind you that failure is a classroom, not a grave. Failure teaches compassion, perseverance, and inventiveness. What you were unable to do will not define you. How you bounced back from the setback and allowed me to weave strength into your wounds will define you. Both periods are precious. There will be times of inspiration and times of silence. Motivation is a spark that I sometimes ignite to get you moving. Sometimes I invite you into stillness so you'll wait. Neither is by chance. Use your motivation when it strikes. Take steady, incremental moves and acknowledge your progress. Don't take silence as a punishment when it occurs. Take advantage of the silence to reevaluate your beliefs. Get advice and realign with your actual purpose. Both are phases of development. Don't hate either. Miracles often involve relationships. They take place when you seek for assistance. Be honest with someone, forgive and receive forgiveness. Several breakthroughs have one thing in common: vulnerability. Being well known takes courage. Allowing someone else to see your suffering makes room for heavenly help via human hands. Start with a trusted individual. Pray for prayer, seek advice. The aid chain that develops could be the miracle you much need. There will be opportunities that seem flawed on paper. They will encourage uncertainty and take risks. I will guide you toward possibilities that fit the desire I put within of you. But I won't compel you to make decisions. When you ask, I offer you my gift of discernment. Take a moment to listen to my whisper. Avoid jumping at every flashing light. Some doors serve as meeting places, while others are testing to help you walk. I'll beam a little steady lamp. Do what you are told. Friendship is a precious commodity. Pick people who will tell you the truth and support your well-being rather than your performance. True friends will provide kind corrections. In addition to praise, relationships that deplete you and need your dignity for their own comfort should be ended. I'll invite like-minded people who will support you throughout the process, not only in the highlights. Put money into people, serve them. Take them. One of your most valuable resources will be the network I create around you, which will be both practical and spiritual. Relationship and life advancement are seldom linear. 2 steps forward and 1 step back is what to expect. Regression should not lead you to believe that you are regressing. Every effort, including the mistakes, creates potential. Your ally will be patience. Continue having honest conversations. Pay more attention than you defend. When a dispute emerges, aim for peace rather than triumph. Peace implies you both reach a position where dignity is preserved and progress is possible. Not that you always get your way. Let me be straightforward while discussing money. When you obey, provision often shifts as you take care of what you currently have. Opportunities will present themselves. Favor is unlocked by generosity. It is a position that links your heart with mine, not a transactional magic. Giving from wealth demonstrates stewardship of blessings, while giving from lack demonstrates faith. I prefer loyalty over flamboyance. Little devoted deeds add up to big transformation. Make sensible planning, seek intelligent advice, and be cautious. While getting ready for different seasons, I provide blessings to hard-working hands. Minor dangers might be an unexpected expense, work-related stress, or a brief panic attack about the future. These are not the last ones. Write down the issue, make a list of potential remedies. Take one tiny step and include me in each step to face them with spiritual assurance and practical measures. Make an assistance call as you act. Pray I saw you moving. Prayer and actual action work together to great effect. Don't let nervousness paralyze you. Get moving. My supply is invited by even the slightest action. I understand your need for closeness, a more meaningful friendship, a marriage, or a connection that has been repaired. I am the expert at making amends. My nature is to mend what has been ripped, and love starts with me. However, I refuse to create peace in the absence of truth. Telling the truth, expressing regret when needed, and forming new routines that safeguard the delicate bond between you are all crucial for healing. Prepare your heart with clarity and self-respect. If you want for romantic love, recognize your worth. Don't accept a superficial representation of love. I put individuals in your life who will be gentle, like me, who will respect boundaries and ambitions, and who will build rather than take. Success will need accountability. Keep in mind who you serve. When doors open, allow your life to serve as a testament, guiding people to the source of your fortitude. The underlying yearning will not be satiated by fame and recognition. That gap can only be filled by closeness with me. Lift people up with your achievement. Keep your integrity intact. Retain the qualities that are more precious than any money. Account humility, joy, and charity. Listen, I'm speaking to inspire courage as much as to soothe you. On certain days you will need to behave differently than you have in the past. Sometimes it will be necessary to break the comfortable hesitancy. Courage is obedience in the face of fear, not the absence of fear. Come on ahead, give the call. Apply for the position. Start the discussion when necessary. Offer an apology when it costs you anything. Forgive. Every brave deed is a seed. Plant it, keep it in check. I water the seeds you planted. You have to guard your heart sometimes too. Protect your mind against destructive habits, including self-deprecating thoughts, comparison, and constant scrolling. Put rhythm in its place. Prayer, relaxation, sincere friendships, and purposeful work make margins. Develop the ability to find approval in knowing me. In order to curb your want for approval, I look at you with delight. You are safe when you follow my instructions. Little acts of obedience should not be undervalued. They add up to a distinct appearance of existence. A future is shaped by steady decisions, like saying modest prayers aloud, doing regular acts of kindness, funding a parent, paying off a minor debt, and showing up when you said you would. I value loyalty. I grow little seeds. Your background has not made you a victim. I revise narratives. I give ancient scars new names. I offer you dignity where you were called a flaw. I put belonging where you were taught you didn't belong. I provide redemption where shame once existed. This is a real reclaiming of your life. It is not a cheap grace. Get up underneath it. Let me shape you into a reflection of my heart. Now, if you'll let me calm your storm, type, I receive your peace. Lord, listen to me as if I were at your side. I won't abandon you to face life alone. My voice will guide you toward the appropriate decisions. My spirit is your advisor, and my angels are tasked with escorting you. Remember that the scope of my goal is far greater than the narrowness of your situation, which may lead you to feel that it is the last word. I work via providential timing, human hands, and sometimes the gradual development of your character. Have patience with yourself. Never give up on your dreams. Opportunities will present themselves to put your sincerity to the test. It's possible for success to be wrapped in positive remarks. Avoid rushing into partnerships that demand you sacrifice your inner tranquility. Honesty is more important than short-term profit. All unlock doors without requiring you to surrender your soul. Certain offers may seem alluring, but they will break your heart. Reject them because it is based on honor. The route I plan often seems less attractive at first, but ultimately prevails. Miracles will appear in ways that are uncomfortable. They will show up in the little deeds of neighborly kindness and unexpected cancellations that end up being protective in a single word delivered at the appropriate moment. And when you have almost given up hope, because I am not constrained by human predictability, anticipate the unexpected more than what the calendar indicates. Trust the beat of my timing. I have the ideal time, your use of authority, your management of resources, and your interactions with those who have wronged you will all be put to the test. There is no penalty for these exams. These are your chances to rediscover love, to act honorably in private, and to develop into the person you are always meant to be. Don't be angry about the refinement. Accept it. Every hardship serves as a call to greater grace. Enter, I will walk with you, Lord. If you're determined to go bravely rather than flawlessly, hold these words close. Let them act as a charge and a balm. I chase you because you are my adored, not because of all your errors. It will be obvious that I am preparing to unleash favor in ways that will defy expectations. People will take notice as you enter a new realm of power and tranquility. Angels will announce the shift in heaven. But keep in mind that your soul's condition is more important to me than your financial situation. I want to mold you into someone who really loves, gives freely, and can rest well knowing that you are mine. Trust the weaver, even if you may not be able to see every thread of what I am weaving. When you look back, the tapestry will seem even more lovely. Continue walking for the time being. Continue to take care of the little things. Continue to love, continue to pray boldly. Even if it hurts, continue to be forgiving. When your hands are easier to grasp, keep opening them. Continue to be generous while guarding your emotions. I'm with you, I'm not going to fail. Not a single tear has escaped my memory. I'll bring you up in a manner that respects your history and elevates your future. Proceed with this assurance. You are recognized, you are chosen. My angels are watching over you, and your life will be a tale of redemption that will lead many people back to me. Keep your eyes on me, because you are approaching a time when you will have all you need, when tension will give way to calm, and when anxieties will be replaced by a steady bravery that faces adversity with the words, we will try, we will trust, and we will triumph. Don't close your hands, don't lose your heart. More is ahead than you can now fathom. Continue walking with these principles, rooted in your heart when you're ready. The best is not over, I'm not done yet. Even now the finest is developing my little kid. I am far from finished. Listen, I understand how the little, apparently unimportant threads keep a garment together, which is why I am organizing every aspect. Don't minimize the little adjustments. A gentle correction or a subtle nudge should not be dismissed. My care's fingerprints are them. I am working in ways you are not yet able to perceive, where you believe nothing is occurring. As the spiritual process progresses, the practical aspects will change. Anticipate lucidity in convoluted discussions. Anticipate that formerly uncomfortable interactions will turn into chances for respect. You should anticipate that your funds will start to move. As you start to move, but wisely rather than carelessly, I'll offer you sound advice on whether to invest, save, and when to refuse. A convenience that may jeopardize your peace of mind. In the long run, I'll point you in the direction of persons who can be of assistance, such as a financial advisor, mentor, or buddy who has been through similar experiences. Don't take pride in asking for assistance. Whereas pride separates, humility unites. Sometimes my angels appear as timely messages, smart words and human hands. Listen, I care about your mental well-being. Don't put your suffering in a secret box. When things become tough, put it in the spotlight. Talk to someone who is concerned about your soul. I'll put individuals in your life who will support you throughout the difficult times, rather than merely cheering you on during the good times. Reduce your pace if you're tired. The key to preventing burnout is rest. Establish routines that respect your body and soul, such as consistent sleep, genuine dialogue, and a Sabbath rhythm in which you purposefully take a break from work, long enough to recall why you are working. These fields are vital, they are not legalism. You will encounter skepticism as you pursue the chances I am creating, both from other people and from the voices in your brain. That may be helpful if it helps you clarify your intentions, but it can be harmful if it makes you lose your bravery. Despite your fear, take the next courageous step. Compounds of courage. You will discover another door opening that would have been hidden if you had remained still. The day you take a single little step ahead, one devoted deed at a time, is how momentum is created. We'll explain relationships. Some will disappear while others will go deeper than you could have ever dreamed. Don't cry too soon over things that are being taken away for your benefit. I prune to bring out fruit, not to chastise. Be gentle while speaking the truth, while having difficult talks. Apologies should be offered when necessary. Establish limits as needed. Healthy love is structured and safeguards the hearts of both parties. People who will give and receive, challenge with kindness and rejoice without envy, are the kinds of connections I will bring your way, reflecting the maturity I am instilling in you. When benefits seems to be achievable via compromise, integrity will be put to the test. Keep in mind, that the thing I appreciate most is honesty. You have the option of choosing little, daily allegiances that keep you in line with reality, or you may win the praise of the world and lose your soul. Select the latter. I'll respect that decision. I'll make sure the long-term benefits surpass the immediate pleasure. Call my name and take a step back and consider the big picture. Whenever you feel the need to take shortcuts, failure-related fear will attempt to prevent you from attempting. But since I want to instill resilience in you, I let failure be a lesson in your life. Don't give up when you fail. Gently examine, take notes, and start again, using the fresh information you have been given. Those who have learned to fall and then mastered the ability to get back up are often the most successful persons you look up to. You are presently developing this muscle. You may experience financial strain at times, but taking proactive measures may assist. Yes, there is a budget, but don't allow it to turn into a discussion about scarcity. Express thankfulness for what you already have. If at all feasible, choose little acts of giving. The force of scarcity is broken by generosity. Breathe and bring it to me. When you're feeling queasy about a bill that's due, make a plan, seek advice. Make one call and send one message. Prayer and action transform circumstances. When you see and act on your faith, it has the greatest impact. Unexpected blessings will come in the form of an invitation that pays more than anticipated, a reconciliation that mends a relationship and opens a new avenue, or a healing that provides comfort. Honor them with gratitude and humility. Your heart is anchored in the knowledge that I am the source. When you get praise, your vision becomes more in line with reality. When you give praise, the neural system is rewired toward hope. When one is grateful, anticipate subliminal spiritual warfare, such as depressing nightmares, a sleepless night that tempts you to make a bad choice, or a voice telling you it's too late. These are not random occurrences. They are meant to impede your advancement. Give me a call, I send angels. Call them, declare out loud what I have spoken over you. My angels will carry out plans for you. They encircle your house, commute, and place of employment. They have an impact on discussions before they ever start. When panic attacks, you will sense their presence as a calm that keeps you steady. Now I want you to hear this. You are in a favorable situation, people that will assist you in managing. What comes your way are aligning with you. You're learning how to deal with influence without being overwhelmed by it. In everyday life, you are being sanctified and made useful for actual kingdom service. This is about being trusted with the ability to accomplish good in the long run, not about fame or short-lived praise. Don't be shocked if you experience an odd feeling of unfamiliarity. When success finally comes, you'll have to develop your receiving skills. It is a spiritual discipline to receive with grace. Practice saying thank you. without diminishing or providing an explanation right away, without hoarding. Learn to appreciate the gift and share it with others. Make use of your influence to uplift others. Make use of resources to provide people who come after you stability. Many others will find consolation in your narrative of deliverance, not just you. Pay attention to your inner story. The narratives you tell yourself will influence your future actions. Those of supply should take the place of those about lack. Stories of identification, such as loved, chosen, or called, should take the place of stories of shame. Remind yourself of the truth whenever you hear negative ideas. Scripture and prayer are tools that help you refocus your thoughts, not just routines. If you ask, I'll offer you the appropriate words at the appropriate time. Never undervalue the influence of minor, regular practices. Little acts of kindness, focused time with me, consistent project effort, and little money saved up add up to significant change. If the thought of the whole mountain overwhelms you, find the next step and take it 1 foot at a time. The trail is traversed. There will be times when life's cacophony attempts to divert your attention from the important things. Like a holy garden, guard your focus. Limit the items that divert your attention. Make deliberate decisions about how you spend your time. Your obligations, not the amount of time you spend occupied, will determine how well your life turns out. I will respect focused attention to the most important things. Now take this assurance as a sure word. I will double what you shepherd, and I will return what you lose. It is a more powerful hand rewriting your tale, not canceling it, because of the compassion that has been etched into your character. By your perseverance, people will seek your advice. Opportunities to lead, serve, and bless will present themselves. Step through those doors with thankfulness and humility. When they open, don't be cynical, but don't be naive either. You will be distinguished by your open-handed kindness and discernment. Be aware that times of seclusion may sometimes be sacrosanct. They are often incubators for your next chapter, not just blank spots. Become friends with your loneliness. Allow it to teach you to listen patiently and to pray honestly. You will hear me best in the silence. Don't focus on the momentary turmoil. Instead, keep your eyes on what I am doing. Do dependable things to keep your hands occupied. Don't be hard on other people. Keep the truth reviving your mind. Even if the steps are little, keep going in obedience. What will propel you into the unanticipated riches I have prepared is the cumulative consequence of your tiny, loyal decisions. I'll keep giving you instructions. Angels are now strolling by your side, sent to help and defend you in ways that will seem like a pleasant surprise. They will soothe hearts, start discussions, and provide helpful advice. A phone call that comes a concern, a check that comes, or a reunion that means a damaged location, are all examples of the extraordinary in ordinary forms. Additionally, keep in mind to rejoice over every little accomplishment as you push through this season. Don't wait to be praised by the ideal peak. Honor the debts paid off, the repaired dialogues, and the evenings when you opted for calm over fear. Your new existence is being stitched together by each one. Continue to have faith. Continue to love, don't stop asking. Continue serving. I will not back down or fail in what I have said, and I am with you now, tomorrow, and into the future chapters. I am writing on your behalf. The winds of change are already blowing in your favor, and the way forward is being prepared. And so, as you go forward now, I am inviting you into a deeper surrender, a knowing, self-assured, and living surrender. This is the surrender of confidence that comes from realizing my faithfulness, not the surrender of fatigue. You free the hands to accept what I provide when you let go of the need to control every outcome. Don't keep your hands clasped around dread. They were made to hold blessings and to distribute them. Crack them open, get it, distribute. Have a party in the next days. Motivation test will be conducted. Opportunity will show up smiling and asking, if this works, who will you become? To ensure that you will respond appropriately. When the time comes, honestly answer that question now. Let your motivation be to love, create, and heal, not just to impress. Since that is what my heart is all about. It increases when you take advantage of humility. It becomes smaller when you accept it in private. I invite you to openness, honesty, and kindness that uplifts the pessimistic and calms the exhausted. Don't be shocked if old fears make a last-ditch effort to resurface. They will appear at your doorstep like old friends, requesting permission to remain. Simply inform them that you have been assigned a new task and given a new name. What was never yours to bear is no longer yours to carry. Be quiet and talk to your worries the way I speak to storms. Take the tranquility I provide. Declare out loud who you really are. Every day remind yourself of who I created you to be. This exercise rewrites your heart's pathways and develops your soul. The spiritual is intertwined with practical commitments. I often refer to prudent actions. When I talk about providing, I encourage you to join me in my promise of healing. This is a collaboration. You move intentionally, and I move powerfully. Be brave and take action. If you are offered the chance to mend a relationship, bring your finest work. If you are guided to a position, use resources carefully if they become available. The miracles you encounter will frequently happen via your adherence to the modest, faithful things you may otherwise disregard. Pay attention to the gentle instructions I provide. They aren't usually big dreams, but rather a phrase of prod. a tug in your chest to start a discussion, a break before sending that text, or a step in the right direction. The majority of the time, obedience is quiet. It is not always brave. It is the little yes that adds up to a fruitful life. Try listening to me in the everyday rhythms, during your routine commute, while cleaning a room, while out for a stroll or over coffee. In the everyday I am present and provide deep insights. I'll bless your bravery. I will provide you with clarity and healing words when you express the truth in a loving manner, whether at a meeting, your family, or a friendship. When you stand up for what's right, I'll defend you. In discussions you have practiced in your heart, expect favor. Expect choices that have been unclear for a long time to become clear. Where resentment has persisted, expect reconciliation. Those who come forward with humility and righteousness will find their doors open by me. Don't be afraid of the changes I bring about. Change often creates the space needed for new talents to blossom. Your life's soil is changing to allow the seeds of purpose to firmly establish themselves. Even what seem to be ends are often the beginning of something more, greater than you could have ever dreamed. Let go of your old map and use my compass instead. Your history cannot be repeated in your future better, more authentic, and more in line with who I created you to be is the new job I'm doing. I now proclaim that you will encounter practical alignment. There will be others who share your beliefs. Your character will match the resources you need. Doors that align with the desires I am planted in, you will open. The alignment will be stable and safe, without being ostentatious. It will be as if you have returned home to a mission you knew existed, but had not yet fulfilled. Accept this as a struggle, as well as a source of comfort. The difficulty is that you have a true duty to steward what comes, while the consolation is that you are taken care of. Together let thankfulness and action mold your life. Without action, appreciation turns into sentimentality, and without gratitude, action becomes into desperate labor. Put both together, I'm grateful for both. What you can see and what you can't yet see. Put your best effort into the job at hand. Make sensible plans, compile lists. Seek sage advice and then present your ideas to me. That combination of faith and hard work will be blessed by me. I bless the hands that are loyal in the little things, so I will make your labors fruitful. Additionally, you will be a healing tool. People will admire you because you have persevered through hardship, not because you are perfect. Someone going through a darkness you used to know will find light in your testimony. Don't back down from the task. Tell your narrative realistically and with humility. Allow others to see the battle as well as the triumph. Many will find the strength to continue because of that honesty. There will be times when you have to say no. Saying no is a stewardship of what counts, not a sign of failure. Safeguard your family. your beliefs, your time, and your tranquility. Saying no to distractions is equivalent to saying yes to the fate I have planned. For this you won't always be understood. Boundaries may be seen by some as being chilly. Hold on to the understanding that every no is a deliberate yes to a bigger goal. Additionally, talk authoritatively when there are dangers or tensions present. When your words are in line with the truth, you have power. The falsehoods that try to paralyze you should be spoken out. Talk about your decisions. Declare provision in place of shortage. Give up worrying. These statements are the practice of bringing your speech into alignment with reality. As I desire it to be, they are not magical incantations. Your environment is shaped by your words, so use them carefully and consistently. I dispatch my angels to guard your path. They will move covertly, reroute conversations, unlock doors, and safeguard the things I have entrusted to you. Their job may sometimes be subtle and almost undetectable, and other times it will be obvious. Express gratitude for these unseen supporters. Acknowledge miraculous experiences as omens of my favor. Look for the little affirmations, like a kind remark, an unanticipated parking spot, or a well-timed introduction. These are my care's breadcrumbs. Recognize that this is a time of maturity. As you continue to walk, in addition to receiving, you will have the ability to give. Empathy will be cultivated by your experiences. Patience will be shaped by your experiences. Your triumphs will foster humility. The goal is not only comfort, but this maturity. I want to create a vessel that can contain more than just comforts. It will be able to give people hope, manage power with compassion, and release much that benefits many. Now climb together with courage and patience. Act with boldness and intelligence. Allow your life to be a constant melody of action and faith. Pay attention to the step under your foot, but keep your eyes on the horizon. I paint this season as a rhythm. Give, steward, receive. Observe how your life arranges itself around genuine riches by repeating that pattern. I am with you, for you I stand. I refuse to give, and the road ahead is being prepared. Walk with the assurance that you are appreciated, recognized, and selected to bring light to areas in need. Believe me, come with me. You won't believe how wonderful the unfolding will be. Every breath you take, every thought you have, and every little decision you make, I am with you. Know that even the smallest element of your life is never far from me. I listen to your morning silence, the alarm that wakes you, the silence before you speak. I don't think they are insignificant. My presence is woven throughout your day. Via these seams, remember this when you're feeling weak, thundering. Demonstrations aren't the only way I assess my power. It often manifests as a reassuring warmth, a touch on your shoulder, or a gentle prod that helps you refocus your movements. Your connection should be that warm. Pay close attention to this. You are getting ready to carry greater light. Greater scrutiny accompanies increasing prominence, and you could experience pressure rather than praise. Anticipate criticism analogies and the covert attempts of others to rehash you. Financial strains, nervous thoughts, and strained relationships are examples of little dangers that challenge your ability to rely on your faith to guide your response. Pressures are indicators that new terrain is approaching, so don't be shocked if they increase. Be resolute when confronted with them. Give me a call, declare my vows out loud. My angels will come to your aid and to envelop you in a manner that renders the resistance inaudible. They will soften the minds of those who oppose you. Shadow the meetings you fear and catch traps before they get established. If money is tight, don't freak out. Anxiety exacerbates issues. Instead, calmly and practically take action. Compile a list of your urgent requirements. Pray intentionally, seek out good guidance. Look for community resources as needed, and plan one step at a time. Declare, I serve a God who opens doors in impossible places. In response to the enemies whispering that you are running late or that the supply will not arrive, I will make you visible to the appropriate people at the appropriate moment, because I saw you while you believed you were invisible. Then do a faith-based action. Forward the email, make the necessary phone call. Put in an application for the job. Without action, faith is like a seed that never sprouts. My job is to make it grow, and yours is to plant. Stress will attempt to cloud your judgment. It will hint that you need to move quickly and give up your Sabbath in order to make the next breakthrough. Don't believe that falsehood. Take it slow. Success has a rhythm: labor and relaxation, planting and celebrating. You create a space for revelation when you allow your thoughts to relax. Being calm will make it easier for you to get useful answers. I'll provide you tactics like setting limits, assigning tasks, prioritizing, and safeguarding your margins. These are spiritual protections, not just productivity tricks. You honor me when you respect your body and spirit. Fear will try to minimize you. It will amplify past failures until they seem like prophecies. I'm calling on you to respond to fear. Declare, fear will not control me. I refuse to let the past determine my future. Name one aspect of who you are in me, beloved, appointed, equipped, and chosen. Every time anxiety arises, practice those facts until they become your life's theme music. The more you practice the truth, the less credibility the falsehoods will have. I'll give you new courage to be determined, rather than careless like a muscle. Courage develops with practice. Make use of it. You'll need an internal compass. When success comes, you will be urged to hoard, to clutch, to safeguard your gain at all costs by the attractive voice. However, keep in mind that I did not grant you the ability to erect towering walls around a solitary treasure. I gave you the ability to pour into others so that the blessings you receive would spread. Take humble pride in your accomplishments. Make remembering this a regular habit. Where does this benefit eventually originate? In exchange, who can you bless? Instead of becoming a reservoir, let your life be a channel. By doing this, you will discover the delight of multiplication when a single act of kindness produces an unexpectedly large harvest. It's okay if motivation fluctuates. There will be days when your heart feels heavy and your energy levels drop. Choose little victories on such days. Tidy up a corner, send a single text message. Go through one paragraph. Gravity is accumulated by such little actions. You will gain momentum if you acknowledge and celebrate little accomplishments. When you see the flame rekindling, fan it by taking a risk, sharing your goal with someone, or forming a new routine. Momentum-producing substances allow the little victories to build momentum. Underneath you, my dear, miracles often come in the garb of concealment. They could seem like a door that has been closed, but turns out to be a path to a greater chance. They may appear as an impromptu act of kindness from a neighbor, an overheard discussion, or a timely SMS. These little miracles are the crumbs that take you farther into my goodness, so keep your eyes open for them. Take it as an indication that I am in the details. When a miracle seems to be a straightforward favor, then show thanks and compassion in your response. To honor it, ambiguity will envelop opportunities. Not every quiet little opportunity is unimportant, and not every dazzling offer is from me. Discernment is important. Seek knowledge. Pay attention to that quiet, inner affirmation that leads to calm, rather than uncertainty. I often use outside indicators to confirm. Resources that align inexplicably, doors that open readily, and individuals that answer the call. Sometimes, however, the proof comes from within, a persistent serenity that endures after prayer. Before you jump, learn to wait for that calm and take a courageous move. While my serenity is with you, during this season, friendship will be put to the test and polished. Your adjustment will surprise some of your pals, who may react by being envious or aloof. Others will approach with wonder and delight. Protect the connections that make you full, and let go of those that take it away. True friends value your character as much as your accomplishments. When it costs them anything, they will come up, speak the truth out of love, and keep you in their prayers. Invest in relationships that are genuine, mutual, and based on love. Relationships that reflect the health you are becoming. Relationship and life progress is often a spiral rather than a straight line. Keep in mind that progress is achieved when you approach a subject with fresh insight. Use the following new tools. to tackle a problem you've encountered before. Accountability, clarity, and humility. Admit your mistakes and seek assistance when necessary. Progress is faithful and seldom glamorous. Consistent. Modest decisions made repeatedly throughout time provide the greatest long-lasting effect. Select them now. If there are relationships that need to be repaired, take your time. Wisdom, not haste, is the true measure of repair. If required, start with a confession. When the scars are deep, seek therapy. Make room for frank discussion without bringing up all of the previous transgressions. Bring me along for such discussions. I'll talk to them, my angels will be there. In situations when the other person is not prepared, show grace without sacrificing your self-respect. Sometimes your answer, not theirs, is the first step toward repair. You will have to make decisions as you mature that will put your character to the test. Untrained hearts may get intoxicated by power. Use your position of power to help others, not to control them. Lead with honesty and empathy. Keep in mind the stranger, the widow, and the orphan. Compassionate stewards of power. Discover that their influence grows in ways that benefit many. It is hollow to those who hoard it. Those that lead with kindness will have my respect. Seasons of seclusion will come. They will be difficult at first, but they will eventually become holy. I shall strengthen your roots in those silent halls. My speech will become clear to you. Without any background noise, you'll learn that presence is felt, not only at large gatherings or awards, but also in the silence by the window, the early morning stroll, and the silent prayer before bed. Preserve those moments. They are the wells that will provide you with clarity. If you are inspired to enter new areas of influence, don't be shocked. I will provide you with opportunities that are commensurate with the depth of what I have done in you, including the ability to lead, educate, speak, and serve. Treat them with respect. Get ready. Put forth the inner effort. Acquire the skill then. Rather than speaking just from theory, talk from experience, because your words are infused with my truth, and your own path they will have weight. When you get criticism, see it as a tool rather than a weapon. A knowledgeable person filters with discernment and listens to criticism with humility. Misunderstandings are the source of some criticism, while blind spots are reflected in others. When you can ask for clarification, allow criticism to develop you without defining you. If it shows the truth, do not become defensive if it is malevolent. Instead, offer up prayers for the person who gave it. Your initial reaction should be compassion. The rest should be discerned by intelligence. You will have to stand up for what is right at times. There are times when being silent is a betrayal, but not all battles are yours to wage. Take your times wisely. Don't be virtuous to get praise. Stand for the weak. Stand for the truth when it is called for. and stand in your family, at work, and in your community. I will give you strength to steady the faltering and words that pierce confusion. Be proactive when it comes to your money. Make a strategy, even tiny actions, like setting up a small emergency fund, talking to a financial advisor, or learning basic stewardship may provide security that worrying cannot replace. Discipline is freedom, not punishment. When you wisely organize your resources, you make room for investment, charity, and mental tranquility. I'll show respect for that discipline. Anxiety and stress will always find a way to lurk on the periphery of life, but keep in mind that they are not definitive statements. React with the truth you know in me. When fear whispers disasters in your ear, replace "I cannot" with "God, all things are possible." Words alter the course of thinking. "What if I fail" should be replaced with "what if." This is the moment everything changes. Talk about them, do them again. Allow them to become your soul's new echo. Don't disregard your body. A body that appreciates you is where your soul resides. Move, eat healthily, and get adequate sleep. You may become more spiritually clear by practicing basic physical exercises. The senses that detect my speech are sharpened by them. Your body will be a dependable conduit for all I want to accomplish through you if you treat it as a temple of purpose. Pay attention to the media and routines that influence your thoughts. Ongoing bad news, social media comparison, and compulsive hobbies may disrupt your tranquility and divert your attention. Keep your focus intact. Choose carefully what you let into your environment. Substitute healthy input for noise, such as time spent in nature, intelligent talks, uplifting music, and excellent reading. Making these little changes will protect your mind from losing hope. Remain steadfast in your community. You weren't made to walk by yourself. Join those who will sit in the difficult places when joy is far away. Pray with you, laugh with you, and tell the truth. Community distributes burdens and enhances joys. Put money into it, have the presence of a body, even if it is inconvenient. Show up. The benefits of being present are substantial. Expect return as you give, often in unexpected and wonderful ways, rather than in the ways you expect. Return may sometimes take the form of mended relationships, unexpected financial support, or spiritual insight that completely alters your life's course. Donate liberally and joyfully. If your heart were a ledger, you wouldn't compute the returns. Because love provides, and because you are loved, give additionally. Keep in mind that your errors do not disqualify you. Many missteps are covered by my mercy. Refusing to remain in failure is more important than completely avoiding it. Make amends where you can. Offer sincere repentance where required, and proceed with the knowledge you have gained. If you allow the scars to educate you, they may provide knowledge. You will be tempted to modify your life to make it seem a particular way to other people, to act. Don't give in. Authenticity appeals to me. Genuineness is a healing quality. People who others trust with their tales are authentic. Be open and honest in your life. Be honest about the difficult topics. You become a source of hope for someone else when you share your struggles and my constancy. Anticipate times of holy surprise. A stranger who at the appropriate moment offers words of encouragement. A job opening that comes up without your request. Someone you believe lost starts a rapprochement. These are my fingerprints on your days. Not random occurrences honor them. Don't lose your ability to wonder. The want to see more of me is accelerated by praise. Your character is being shaped by me for reasons beyond comfort. I'm molding you to be a healing force for wounded hearts, fractured families, and fractured communities. When someone chooses trust over fear, their life will serve as a testament to what I am capable of. You will be asked to take on positions like mentor, advocate, peacemaker, and giver that call for the bravery of compassion. Get your lips ready to speak truth with compassion, and your hands ready to help. Don't give up. Hope as a stance based on my commitments, rather than naive optimism. When hopelessness strikes, cultivate it as a discipline. List 5 things for which you are grateful. Share your little triumphs with someone. Keep track of the prayers that are answered. When hope is exercised, it is maintained. Finally, trust in me. Abiding is a continuous position rather than a one-time occurrence. It is the everyday decision to walk close, to believe in my time, to heed my cues, and to hold lightly what the outside world considers necessary. If you abide, a consistent scent of grace will permeate your existence. The sounds of fear and pretense will get weaker if you wait. If you abide, people who are still navigating storms will realize that your life has become a quiet haven. You are being prepared for a significant season of impact. Perfection is not necessary for the impact I train you for. It depends on love, humility, and tenacity. Be truthful in your life. Take a gentle lead. Love with ferocity. The world needs individuals who have been shaped by adversity and who prioritize presence over performance, service over prestige, and kindness over judgment. Keep going in this direction. Continue to receive, continue to be a steward. Continue giving what you have to the world. Because I am the author, your life is a wonderful novel that is continually being written. Continue to have faith in the hand that wrote it. Continue to rely on the presence that keeps everything going. You will witness how I transform even your tiniest obedience into a legacy of hope for many. If you continue to walk in the light I set before you, moment by moment and step by step, walk in this tranquility. My darling angels are at your side, opening doors and watching over your steps as I walk before you. Accept my rest, have faith in my time, and allow my love to shine through in your life, now and tomorrow and all your tomorrows. I am constantly at your side. Move with my elegance. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification